turn to question on notice 108. At the last estimates, I asked for some more information on there was $35,359 that had been spent on sit and stand desks for parliamentarians, and I believed at the time I might have made an error in assuming that this was money that had been expended so far on the creation of multiple desks, because in your response to my question on notice you stated that this money had been spent on, and I'm quoting you here, the planning and design of sit and stand workstations for parliamentarians and their staff, and the manufacture of a prototype desk. So I just want to get this right. Over $35,000 of taxpayer money was paid for one desk.
Yes, Senator, that's correct. It's
Okay.
a prototype desk, and as I understand it, this also relates to the fact that it's replacing furniture that was specifically designed for members and senators when this building was designed.
Yep.
So it's gone through a design integrity process and working with the Moral Rights Authority in terms of the design and the build. But yes,
can you sort of separate out the design element from the construction element?
I don't have those numbers with me, but I can provide you with those numbers on notice.
Okay, because my head fell off, I have to admit, when I read that after all we'd been through with the very special desk for the former Deputy Secretary that cost $20,000, that I should have underestimated that the department found a way to spend $35,000 on one other desk. Where is this masterpiece of a desk being stored at the moment?
The current desk, the prototype desk, I understand, is here in the on-site storage.
It's on-site storage in the building?
I understand.
In the building,
yes.
okay. When we were talking about the $20,000 desk at last estimates, you said that this was money well spent because it was a valuable lesson for internal staff in craftsmanship. So what was it that they learned? Was it... I'm interested to know. I mean, it was such an extraordinary amount of money.
Senator, I'm not sure that we said that it was money well spent. I think what the evidence we gave was that that was the amount of money that was spent, and that it was used as a training opportunity for staff, particularly in relation to that craft of cabinetry making. But again, that's my amount of knowledge of that. I'm happy to provide you on notice some of the skills that went into the desk to provide how those skills were able to benefit the team.
Obviously, the prototype of the sit-stand desk for parliamentarians, having just, extrapolating out the cost of what that might be, even if only half of all parliamentarians received a $35,000 sit-stand desk, that would cost nearly $4 million. Do you think that's value for money?
Senator, I think what I would say about that is that these are issues that we are thinking through in relation to our Capital Works program. I'm also conscious that on something like this, where we are looking to build something for members and senators, is how we engage with members and senators about what it is that they what it is that they need, and what it is that would assist you to do your job. So I agree with you that the numbers for the cost of this are large, and we will need to look through our Capital Works program about issues like this to think about if that cost is something that's sustainable, and does it provide something that members and senators want and need.
Is it something that members and senators have requested?
My understanding is that yes, there have been requests in the past, but I can take that on notice for you.
If they have requested sit-stand desks, do you think that they expect sit-stand desks to be custom-made for them, or are they happy to have something that is already in storage? Because, let's face it, our staff already have sit-stand desks. They exist. And if you say, I want one of those, do you think that we need to be able to create something brand new at a cost of $35,000 per desk in order to meet that basic request?
As I said, I think these are exactly the right questions that you are asking and that we are asking ourselves. As I indicated, part of the issue that, as I understand it, we've been thinking through with the sit-sound desks is because the furniture that they'd be replacing is furniture that was specifically designed for senators and members to ensure the dignity of the House and in relation to the particular design of the building. We have gone down that path again in terms of the design of these sit-sound desks. I think that probably we need to have some further consultations with senators and members about what you need and how you'd like that to be delivered. And I'm thinking through ways that we can do that before we get significantly down a project like we have with this one.
Do you think that, you know, when something like this is commissioned, you would anticipate that it would cost $35,000 to design and create a sit-stand desk prototype? Is that something that you do beforehand? Do you say, this is how much we're going to allocate towards this particular project? Or do you sort of get the bill afterwards and go, hell's bells, that's a bit of a waste of taxpayer money?
So Naren, I can't say for this project because it's started and got to this stage before I've got here. But I think, again, the issue that you're raising about how we see these projects, how we commission them and the amount of money they're going to cost, and weighing up those factors of the necessity for the work and the cost for the work and making sure that we're testing the market and getting value for money is exceedingly important to me.
Yeah, okay. My concern, of course, is that there is this pervasive culture of waste, and there is now numerous evidence that this has been an ongoing problem. I understand that we don't necessarily want some of the beautiful buildings, the beautiful rooms in Parliament House filled with furniture that looks like it came off a hard rubbish collection. That's fine, but this is, I think, of great concern. The desk, the $20,000 desk that is in off-site storage, clearly there are other things that are in off-site storage too. I would, if I can, on notice, have a full inventory of this collection and the estimated cost of construction for each piece of furniture that is in off-site storage, if you have the paperwork, and its current market value. And perhaps the taxpayer can recoup some of the waste of that department's decisions by maybe selling some of the stuff that's off-site that we are clearly never going to use.
I'll take that on notice, Senator.
Thank you.
Senator Hume, I'll need to rotate the call shortly.
Authorised by J Hume, Liberal Party, Richmond.